Breanna, just your stat line tonight is something that only Candace Parker has put up before. So I guess I'm just wondering how much of tonight was just like wanting to put off like a good last game to cap off the first half of the season. And I mean, there were contributions up and down the roster tonight for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think my mindset was just like, usually the games where you're leaving or you're going into something are the hardest because there's so much happening. You're packing. You got this tomorrow. You got that tomorrow. And I wanted to kind of set the tone and really focus in on here, but also like give credit to the fans. The energy from warm-ups till the end of the game was incredible, and it's just nice to play at home.
Sandy, obviously the Fever missed a bunch of shots right at the rim, but I'm just curious what you made of Niara's post defense and her help as well, because she was able to help hold Aaliyah. I believe it was 1 for 8 from the field.
Yeah, look, obviously Niara is a big body. She's, she's learning how to defend these post players, but I think when you can match strength with strength, that's your advantage there too, and then pushing him a little bit further out. So, she's been really great for us here. I know she wasn't probably as involved as much in the offensive end, but she's always, we need her on that defensive end. It starts with her, especially with the big post players that other teams have.
And Sabrina, for you, you all have now won 3 in a row, and it just seems like a switch flipped after that Sunday loss against the Storm. I'm just curious, what is it about Sandy's leadership that has helped you all sort of get through the muck of this stretch without JJ, but then also to be able to finish the first half of the season strong?
Well, I mean, there was just this understanding of we got to just find a way and stay together, and we have all we need in the locker room. And, obviously I think we were losing some of those games ourselves. Like, we were just not coming out with the right energy. We were not playing Liberty basketball, and there was kind of just this realization of if we just kind of settle into doing that, we're in a really good spot. And so obviously Sandy continued to keep us together, which in a time like that could make or break teams, especially when, we want to go out there and start kind of be at that point how we started the season, which was kind of wheeling and dealing. I felt like everything was so smooth and easy, but you're going to hit adversity at some point in the season, and we hit it really early on. And I think that's obviously going to just continue to help us as we chip away at this season, is we know how to kind of deal with those adverse situations because we just went through it and we're able to weather the storm.
Congrats on the win, guys. Sabrina Stewart, for both of you, the level of excitement when Marine plays the way she does tonight, both among the crowd and among the players, is palpable. And wondering for each of you, what is it about Marine and the way she plays that gets you guys so excited in those moments?
Yeah, well, for me, I mean, we know the work that she puts in to be able to come in. Like, it's really hard to come off the bench and be able to just find your rhythm that quick. Just like from a shooter's perspective, her ability to just stay locked in and engaged, and whenever her number is called, she comes out and she's really aggressive, whether it's with scoring or it's continuing to drive and make the passes that she's able to make. But it gives us a huge lift off the bench. Like, there's not many bench players in the league that are able to come out every single night and do what she kind of is able to do on a nightly basis. And so for us, like, we continue to pour into her, believe in her, and obviously she believes in herself. Like, she puts in the work, and for her to be able to shine like she did tonight, obviously we're all happy for her.
Yeah, I mean, piggybacking off that, I think just giving her the confidence, knowing that it's hard to come in and have an immediate impact, but she does. And her game is so flashy, but like Sab says, like, these are all shots that she practices. And we know that the crowd loves it, but we love it even more. And we're just her biggest supporters, and happy to see her kind of just taking advantage of her moments and knowing when it's her time to call her own number.
That's right.
Hey, Breanna, over here. Yeah, in the last couple of games, we've really seen strong Izzy Harrison performances. Yeah. She had another one tonight, 9 points, 3 steals, an emphatic block. Just in the absence of JJ, how have you seen her just continue to build and grow confidence in her role?
Yeah, I think Izzy has just been a pro's pro. And really, that's what she brings to this team. When her number is called, she's ready. And whatever she has to give, whether it's, a steal that happened a few games ago, or coming in and guarding a bigger player, or just a hustle plays, like, she knows where to be, right place, right time, and she reads and reacts off of us really, really well. So I'm happy to see her continuing to kind of build that confidence and momentum. But Izzy's a tough player, and I've known her since I've been in the league, and excited to kind of share the court with her now.
The save done.
Hello, all. Congrats on the win. My question is for Coach. To bounce off that question about Izzy Harrison, some of those who aren't going to Indy appear to be playing their best basketball this season. Players like Izzy, players like Marine, players like Leo. So what's your message to that group to keep that momentum alive as you all prepare to go your separate ways for the break?
Yeah, look, I think number one is enjoy the break. Enjoy the few days that we do have off, because it's not going to happen once we come back from the break, if you look at our schedule. But I think that's good for us. They've earned it, but they're pros. I think they're coming back. They're going to be doing some working out, in the absence, but hopefully not until Sunday. We'll probably tell them to get off the court as much as we can, but it's not, physically and mentally fresh before to come back and continue to grow our game.
Appreciate your time. Congrats on one.
Sandy, normally I'd ask this on a practice day, but since you guys are headed to Indy, you were just the subject of a big feature in Marie Claire magazine, in which you are described as the WNBA's
I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
the WNBA's latest style MVP. A fashion designer is quoted as saying you have effortless swag. So I'm just curious if you have a fit picked out for Saturday yet, and then for Breanna and Sabrina, if you could comment on the effortless swag of
Yeah,
Sandy.
look, I can't take much credit because I have a great designer that puts me in clothes, and whatever she sends, I wear. But I've enjoyed it. And really, it was these two that encouraged me to dress up when Stewie arrived here. So I said, yeah, okay, we'll only do it at home, though, because it is New York, so we'll put on a show here. I'm trying to keep up with both of these two players, too, and all our players, their little walkway, whatever you call it, that they do. But it's great. Like, people, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I've actually really enjoyed it. And I don't know what I'm wearing at All-Star because it's just been sent to my home. My designer sits courtside at the end, Daniela Kalmeyer, and hopefully it's not too out there.
Stay tuned.
Caught no other options.
She's just swaggy.
Yeah.
Swaggy.
I like that she just wears different, like, she changes it up. Like a suit, or like the other game, it was like the sneakers and the graphic tee. Like, she just gives everybody what they want.
Breanna tonight kind of captures the kind of trend of your new look shot profile this season, with a lot of shots from the basket, not a lot of threes.
Yep.
I guess as you kind of reach the midway point of this year, how comfortable are you kind of adjusting to that different shot profile, and what do you think have been maybe the most critical parts of that adjustment?
Yeah, I mean, I think we try to play to the percentages a lot, like RA attempts and threes, and it seemed like, especially in the first half, anything where I came off of the stagger, like, it was a confusion between guards and posts, and I was able to kind of just get downhill. So just taking what the defense gives me, if it's going to be like tonight, I'm going to try and get to the basket every single time because it's so open. And then, another night might be more on the perimeter or, dishing to my teammates, but just locking in. And that's like a shout out to Olaf, because him and we kind of talk about what the schemes might be and what's going to be the look, and just being prepared for different things on every night.
Sabrina, what made you want to do the three-point contest, and what are you hoping to accomplish this year?
What made me want to do it? I would honestly say I had to really just wait to see what my schedule was going to look like, because that was really the determining factor on how busy I was just going to be over the weekend. Obviously, there's just a lot jammed into like a very short amount of time, and then you kind of come back and you just get back thrown into games. And so for me, it was just trying to see, one, if I was even available that night, and two, just kind of how my weekend shaped out, and if I had the time, and obviously just excited to kind of be able to participate again. My goal is to try and beat my record. Not sure if that's going to happen, but I'm staying optimistic. But also, I just kind of wanted to go out there and have fun. Like, I think All-Star is a really fun weekend for the fans. I obviously know everyone's wanted me to do it again since I've done it last. So, I think this weekend kind of presented a great opportunity to be able to go out there, have fun, and see what happens.
Yep. Speaking of fun, Michael Parsons, Stewie, was in the building. So what did you make of New York's welcoming in terms of letting him hear it?
It was a nice change-up to have, like, a boo constantly. But I told him, I'm like, why would you come in here with Knicks gear?
Yeah.
Right? Knicks gear, Cowboys, I don't know. I don't know.
Next.
Hey, Sabrina. Did you offer Tasha any advice for the skills competition this year?
I just told her to go out and win it. I think it's changed since I've last done it because I did it with partners, and I think she's doing it on her own. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's on her own, right? So I think it's a little bit different, but we're confident in her, like her ability to be able to do a little bit of everything. Like she can pass, dribble. Obviously, she's really fast, shoot. So I think she's really excited. Obviously, we're going to be there supporting her, cheering her on, and hopefully one of us win. Thanks, everyone.